T100 is a festival that's now in its 6th year. In 2015 that we started, I was approached by the Public Health Department of Thurrock Council to start a walking arts festival in Thurrock. It started like walking and discovering the places of Thurrock, discovering the heritage, the different landscapes. In more recent years, the diversity of the communities in each of the different places, their different perspectives, how they feel connected or not.
I walk, so I kind of know bits of Thurrock, but what's happened along the way is we've met people who don't know Thurrock, they've lived here and they don't know their neighbourhood, so it's been really good people walking.
This year is called T100 Calling 2020, and it's about a call to action to imagine the future. As residents of Thurrock, as residents of Tilbury or Purfleet are micro-futures, if you like, and how we're going to think about what values would we like to be living by as humans.
Started a walking group called Tilbury Walking Group, and I started getting more and more people who wanted to be shown around the Tilbury because they were new into the area, who wanted also to walk but they were not able to walk on their own. And we keep meeting new friends every time, and it gives me the opportunity now even to spread the word in my community, inviting a lot of people to come. And my highlight was the carnival last year in Tilbury.
This year marks a bit of a shift change over the last 5 years, and that kind of coincides with a 3-year phase of the project, which is to really explore what is T100 in itself, what is the purpose of the festival that looks towards a future of what Thurrock itself is and what Thurrock communities would like to see. Thurrock is a collection of different communities and therefore offers a huge amount of diversity in terms of the geography, the industrial, the rural, and the different kinds of people that live in those places.
I've been involved with Thurrock 100 since inception. I've been an attendee every year. Started off, really, it was walking 10 miles each day for 10 days. It's been different every year. I love the outdoors, I love art, I'm interested in local history, so it's just been perfect for me.
I feel that over the last 5 years, we've laid a foundation of getting to know people, getting to know the place, and building up a trust. So we've got a trusted group of very committed volunteers from different parts of the borough. So this year was always going to be about building on that foundation and starting to look forwards. So it's kind of more future thinking. We knew that we were going to use the mandala making as a way of thinking about the future, and that each mandala would represent a different focus, and use that exercise of creating a mandala to start a conversation in each of the communities about what could be different, what could we do to make our community different. So each mandala has a theme, and they have developed over the period of lockdown as well, because we did some of this work online in May.
We were in lockdown. How do you engage people when you can't meet anybody? We tried to work in a new way, and we found new ways to work, and that's why we set up the T100 Walking Arts Facebook group, because it allowed us to have a community. We developed a resource pack. We printed 50 bespoke packs, which we were designed again by a local artist, and we printed them and we posted them. It was a glimmer of hope in a really dark time, that it really did. It made us feel that we were able to still achieve something together, and we were still able to communicate and reflect on those themes, which actually became and felt ever more prevalent in that time.
This year I took more of an artist role in designing and making the large-scale object. Other years I've got schools involved. I'm working in a school, so I get children involved in T100. So last year it was lovely to have our school from Southend involved in T100, because some had never been to Thurrock.
And we managed to engage up to 250 participants physically coming to the events. We worked with up to 30 partner organisations, as well as the 25 community groups that made their flags for the finale aspect. We worked with 17 artists we were able to commission throughout the festival.
One of the things that I love about Thurrock is, and we're a tiny little place, but we're fighters, and we keep pushing, and we have so much unrealised ambition here that we can all make sure is realised by coming together. All these communities have their own distinct vibe and personality, and I think one of the things that you've captured beautifully since you've been here is working with those individual communities and really bringing them together.
2020 really propelled us into more focused action than we've ever had before to creatively imagine our future. And the moment that we're in, internationally and nationally and locally, it's even more important to think, how are we going to live differently? How are our values going to have to change to have a sustainable future?